Hi, thank you for tuning in. So it's the end of the year and you might have just gotten a really cool, nice, big, fat, giant bonus from work or your business. What do you do with it? I'm going to be giving you some ideas in this episode. You're watching Own Land in Kenya and I'm Solomon Wangu. One of my good friends a few years back called me and posed the same question to me, like, Solo, I just got a really nice bonus at work. I'm afraid of blowing it and doing something dumb with it. Do you have a piece of land that you could recommend that I buy? And fortunately for him, we were actually in the process of making one available. So he purchased 4 of our plots in Nanyuki, half-acre plots they were. He had to top up a little bit over the size of the bonus. He was actually $1 million shillings to be exact. And for that reason, I will not tell you his name. But he made the wise decision to invest his money as opposed to going off on holiday or buying something nice and cool for his car or any number of reasons that people spend their money, especially money that comes unexpectedly, that's not been budgeted for and so on. Fast forward to 3 years later, he sold half the property for almost twice what he invested. That means he made a return of about 400% on the land that he bought over a 3-year period. That's a pretty good return. Even banks won't give you that kind of return. And this is a passive return. He didn't have to do anything. He bought the land because it was located in the right place. He bought it at the right time. And over time, its value went up. Someone came along and wanted to buy some of the property, made him an offer for half of it, and he got a 400% return. That's one of the main reasons I would advise you to invest now, especially with that big fat bonus of yours. You don't have to buy from us specifically. Just make a wise decision to invest it now as opposed to later. Don't spend it flippantly. I'll give you another example. When we started investing in land, I've shared this before, we only had 150,000 shillings in savings. And through the goodwill and investment of close friends and family, we pooled funds over that and made our first investment. But for the first 3 years after we got married, this was just about a year after we had gotten married. For the first 3 years, my wife and I lived in an apartment and we didn't have any furniture. We actually only had a bed. We would eat on the bed, we would read on the bed. It was the only place we could sit in our apartment. My parents, for example, didn't visit us for 2 years because there was nowhere for them to sit. We didn't have very many visitors for that reason, and every time we did, we'd make sure people brought their own pillows to sit on the floor with. And the reason for that is because we were very aware that we could either take our money and buy the nicest furniture we could get and then sit on the nice furniture and stare at each other with no capital to invest. And by the way, furniture is a depreciating asset. So is a vehicle or any other thing that you would buy. The moment you buy it and leave the store or the place where you've bought it, it's worth less than you've actually paid for it. Not a very wise way to spend your savings, money that you're going to count on in the future. And that's the main reason we went without furniture for 3 years. My siblings thought I was crazy. My mom was mad at me because she couldn't come visit. In the 1 or 2 times she came to visit, she couldn't stay for too long because she couldn't stand forever. And it just seemed off. But my wife and I were very clear about our goal and what we needed to get out of our little savings. 3 years went by, we sold off a portion of the property, and our house is fairly well furnished today, and we still have capital to invest, and we still have some of the assets that we bought. So that's, from a personal point of view, and there are many other reasons, is the reason you need to invest now. Don't blow your bonus, put it in a safe place, and you'll be fine in the future. If you're looking for any opportunities, please feel free to check out our website, www.goshenacquisitions.com. You may click on the tab on the right that says Grand Acres. There you'll find a lot of good information about what we're offering. Currently, we're offering 30 plots in Nanyuki, of which 2 have already sold, so there's only 28 left, at only 1.89 million shillings, located just 500 meters from Laikipia's first 18-hole championship golf course and country homes estate, currently selling half acres for 3.5 million. We also are only 4.5 kilometers from the Olpejeta Conservancy, and amazing, stunning views of Mount Kenya on clear days. We have photos on the website for you to look at. And just a quick note, none of the images on our website are stock images. Every image you're gonna see is one that was taken of our site or from our site. So please check out our website, get all the information that you can, share it with your friends and family, especially those from the diaspora who are visiting during the holiday season. We're happy to facilitate for site visits while you're here. Take advantage of your time here to do so. You've been watching Own Land in Kenya. I'm Solomon Wangwe. Stay tuned for more information on strategic land investment.